Good morning. My name is Larry Gazaway, and this is my remote mini-teach lesson. I don't know. I know with the pandemic and everything that's going on, remote teaching can be very important. I did spend most of my summer with a remote student in the middle of Kansas from where I'm at, teaching, doing some tutoring for reading with my literacy assessment and intervention class that I had this summer. So a little bit familiar with it, familiar with some of the challenges that come from that, including the fact that it was, unless I had something that really the student was interested in, it was hard to keep his attention when it came to reading. The other thing, and probably the biggest problem that I had, was the mother would not leave his side during the tutoring session and would actually give him the answers to some of the questions that he could not get when it came to working with definitions and things like that. So there are some legitimate, very legitimate concerns about this. So anyway, the I can statement. I can identify the plus sign. I can identify the minus sign. I can identify the equal sign. I can also add numbers from 0 to 5. So that's the I can statement, and we're ready to get things going this morning. So I hope you're having a great day. Here we go. Well, good morning. It's good to see you all this morning, and we have got some great things planned today. And I've got some, you know what I did? I just took some sticky notes, and I put some signs together that we have talked about in the past. And what I want you to do is just to take a look at these and tell me what these are, because we have talked about them and you know exactly what these are. So let's talk about this. What is this sign? Oh, we got a little bit of glare on that. There we go. What is that sign? Very simple, isn't it? Yeah, it's the plus sign. You are correct. So when we see this between numbers, what do we need to do? It's the plus sign. We see a number, we see the plus sign, we see another number. What do? That's right. We add those numbers together to come up with a new number. All right, so that's what the plus sign means. Our next sign, what is this one? Boy, it looks like a little dash, doesn't it? Just a little dash. This is the minus sign. Some of you called it the takeaway sign, and that's right too, because when we see this, we know that there's going to be one number on one side, one number on the other, and we're going to take away a number from another. All right, so that's what we're going to do with the minus sign, with the takeaway sign. You guys are so good. All right, here's the last sign that we're going to look at for this morning, okay? What is this sign? I didn't draw those very even, did I? I'm better at math than I am at art. So you're correct. That is the equal sign. When we see this, we know that one side of our big word that we used, equation, one side of the equation equals the other side of the equation. And sometimes this side of the equation will have the plus sign. We'll do this backwards. Sometimes it will have the plus sign. Sometimes it will have the minus sign. And then we'll have the numbers and then the equal sign where we come up with our answer. This doesn't mean the answer is. This means that both sides are equal. And that's really our goal in math when we work some of these problems, is to make sure that both sides are equal, that we balance out. So we're going to put that here. We're going to put this here. All right, we're going to do some plus problems, addition problems, and we are going to do some subtraction. All right, and I know you guys are ready for this, because your worksheets and everything have proven time and time again that you're ready. So here's the board, the famous whiteboard. We've got that up today. So we've got a space for a number, space for a number, space for our answer, kind of a space for our answer, the equal sign, so we know they'll balance, and there's the plus sign. So let's start. We're going to start with this. What is this? It's not O. It's not a letter, is it? It's a 0. So we put 0 here. 0 plus, let me find another number. Let's do this. 0 plus 0. All right. We're going to start with the very basics. 0 plus 0. What do you think that adds up to? We've got 0 plus 0 equals, you're right. You are correct. It's 0. So we know that 0 plus 0 equals 0. That's kind of a real easy one to get us started this morning. And that's okay. It's all right to start with the easy ones. And that's what we're going to do. So let's take these zeros off there right now. Let's take these zeros off here. Let's find another number. Let me grab this one. This one doesn't want to come up off my desk, so I got good sticky notes this time. All right, so what number is this? 1. Okay, I have a question. What do we call this? We've talked about this. What do we call this in Spanish? Uno. That's right, uno. Uno means 1. Uno means 1. So let's put that right here. So we've got 1 plus, I'm going to get another number. Okay? I'm going to get another number. I'm going to put it on here. Let me look here. What would be a good number to put on here? You know what? We did 0 plus 0. So why don't we do 1 plus 1? Why don't we do 1 plus 1? 1 plus 1 equals, what would that equal? Now, you can, if you've got your papers, you've got your paper at home, you can make out a number line like we did, or you can use your hand. We talked about that before. We can use our hand. So we've got 1. We're going to add another 1. So 1 and 1. How many do I have? I've got 2. That's right. Let me grab the answer here so you can see what it is. 1 plus 1 is 2. Good job. Good job. You guys are so awesome. I appreciate you guys listening so well when we do this. We're going to change this up just a little bit. What if we did 1 plus, let's try this one. 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 equals. So we've got to add these two numbers. And what do we call these two numbers? That was another big word that we learned. Addends, right? So we're going to add these together. 1 plus 2. Again, you can use your number line. You can use your chips. Or we can use our fingers. And it's okay to use those right now. One day you're going to look at these and you're going to know it just like that. But today, we don't know it. We've got to figure it out. So let's start with 1. And then we've got 2. So let's add those together. 1. And then 1, 2. How many fingers am I holding up? 3. That's right. Let's put the 3 there so we know that we have balanced that out. There we go. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Good job. You guys are awesome with this. Now, I said we would practice a little bit of takeaway, a little bit of subtraction here. So we're going to change out the plus sign, and we're going to add, we're actually going to place the minus sign in there. All right, so let's start with a number. We haven't used this one yet. Let's start with the number 3. Yes, I know. Yeah, we did use the number 3, didn't we, when we had our answer over here? That was a good catch. So we're going to go 3 minus, let me find a number here. 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2. So we know that 3, then we're going to subtract 2. So we're going to have 3 fingers. And how many are we taking away? We're going to take away 2. So let's take away 2. 1, 2. What do we end up with? What do we end up with? That's right. We end up with the number 1. So we know that 3 minus 2 equals 1. You want to know something that's really, really neat? Look at this. These numbers are all related. Let's put the 3 down here. And let's move the 1 over here. And instead of doing subtraction, let's do addition. So we know that 3 minus 2 equals 1. What do you think 1 plus 2 equals? Like we said before, guess what? it equals 3. All those numbers are related when we start doing addition and subtraction. So, but you guys were figuring that out on your own. So really doing a good job. All right, so that's going to wrap up our lesson for today. I hope you have a great day today, and thank you so much for joining us.